Hi everyone, I hope everyone is fine and doing well today. In the today's lecture, I'm going to discuss about the flat plate collector which comes under the subject of non-conventional energy sources. Introduction. Solar thermal collectors. A solar thermal collector are a special kind of heat exchangers that transform solar radiation energy to internal energy of the transport medium. The major component of any solar system is a solar collector. Solar collectors. What is solar collector? Collector is a device which absorbs the incoming solar radiation, converts it into heat and transfers this heat to a fluid flowing through the collector. The solar energy thus collected is carried from the circulating fluid either directly to the hot water or space conditioning equipments or a thermal energy storage tank. Types of solar thermal collectors. Solar collectors are either non-concentrating or concentrating. In the non-concentrating type, the collectors or the area is the same as the observer area. In these types, the whole solar panel absorbs light. Concentrating collectors have a bigger interceptor than collector. For domestic or industrial water heating and space heating purpose, the solar thermal collector are classified as flat plate solar collectors, evacuated tube solar collector. Here is an assumption of flat plate collector, which consists of tubes, absorber plate, diffuse radiation, and direct radiation, which we are going to get from the sun. Next, flat plate solar collectors. Flat plate collectors developed by Hotel and Villiers in the 1950s are the most type of solar collectors which are widely used for domestic household hot water heating and space heating, where the demand temperature is low. Flat plate collector is basically a black surface that is placed at a convenient path of a sun. Components of solar flat plate collector. A dark flat plate collector absorber is followed by a transparent cover that reduces heat losses called glazing. A heat transport fluid to remove heat from the absorber. A heat insulating backing, followed by the flow passage, and the last is enclosure. Here is a diagram of a flat plate collector which consists of a header, risers, glazing, absorber plate, insulation, and a back. The components of solar or flat plate collector are as follows. The first one is absorber plate. It is usually made up of copper, steel, or plastic. The surface is covered with a flat black material or a high absorption. If copper or steel is used, it is possible to apply a selective coating that maximizes the absorptance of solar energy and minimizes the radiation emitted by the plate. The second one is flow passages. The flow passages conduct the working fluid through the collector. If the working fluid is a liquid, the flow passage is usually a tube that is attached to a part of observer plate. If the working fluid is air, the flow passage should be below the observer plate to minimize heat losses. The next one is cover plate. To reduce convective and radiative heat losses from the observer, one or two transparent covers are generally placed above the observer plate. They usually be made up from glass or plastic. The next one is insulation. There are some materials such as fiberglass and they are placed at the back and sides of the collector to reduce heat losses. The last one is enclosure, a box that the collector is enclosed in the holds the component together protect them from weather facilitation installation of the collector on a roof. A typical diagram of flat plate solar thermal collector is represented as shown in the figure. Working principle of a flat plate collector. In a flat plate collector, sunlight passes through the glazing and strikes the observer plate, which heats up, changing solar energy into heat energy. Thus, the heat is transferred to the fluid, passing through pipes attached to the absorber plate by means of convective heat transfer. Absorber plates are commonly painted in selective coatings which absorbs and retain heat better than ordinary black paint. Absorber plates are usually made of metal, typically copper or aluminum, because the metal is a good heat conductor. Copper is more expensive but is a better conductor and less prone to corrosion than aluminum. In location with average available solar energy, flat plate collectors are sized at approximately 1 of to 1 square foot per gallon of 1 day's hot water. Now let's see about the applications. Flat plate collectors are used for both domestic applications and commercial applications. Domestic applications. Flat plate collector mainly used in residential buildings where the demand for hot water has a large impact on energy bills. This energy means situations with a large family or situations in which the hot water demand is excessive due to the frequent laundry washing. For instance, a family of 4 members consumes on an average 100 liter of hot water a day at 60 degrees Celsius. Hot water of 100-liter capacity at 60 degrees Celsius approximate can be delivered by a single collector system of 2 meter square area. The solar water heating systems are generally provided with auxiliary backup in the insulated hot storage tank for a rainy and heavily overcast cloudy days. Commercial application. Commercial application include land modes, car washes, military laundry facilities, and heating establishments. Solar water heating systems are most likely to be cost effective for facilities with water heating systems that are expensive to operate or with operations such as laundries or kitchens that require large quantities of hot water. An unglazed liquid collector are commonly used to heat water for swimming pools because the collectors need to be withstand high temperatures. They can use less expensive materials such as plastic or rubber. They also do not require freeze proofing because swimming pools are generally used with online warm weather or can be in the cold weather. Conclusion. Flat plate collector which are used for water heating are long lasting and also in the long term they are cheaper than other water heating systems. However, they require large areas if high energy output is a requirement. Also, solar energy is free if we do not include the initial cost for installation. Finally, besides this, we should remember that we need to protect the nature. Thank you.